Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be telling you how I can study for 12 hours and not need to take any traditional breaks in that sense. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. And if you're new here, my name is V. Welcome to the party. I graduated from Oxford back in the day, then I graduated from Harvard. Right now I'm doing my PhD at Claremont Graduate University, and in July of 2024 I'm going to be receiving an honorary doctorate degree from the University of Bradford. So these are the things that I religiously do. The first tip is that the night before is the most important part of your long study day for the next day. If you don't mentally prepare yourself to be like, I am going to be doing a long study day, it's not going to happen. Like, I can't explain to you. There's something about, it's almost like that, like, we're about to step into the arena, let's prepare ourselves. And you just have to tell yourself, I've got a long study day tomorrow, so what do I need to do? I will tell my friends and family. So I have like a group chat with my mom and my sister. I'll be like, hey guys, tomorrow from X time to X time I will be in deep focus and deep study. Please do not call me more than twice unless it is an emergency, because I know my biggest distraction is my sister, my sibling. When she calls me, we're gonna kiki, we're gonna gossip, we're gonna get into it, and that's what's gonna distract me the most. I've had moments where I've taken calls from my sister on a 5-minute break, and then that call turns into a 45-minute. Not her fault, my fault, our fault, because I enjoy talking to her. So when it's time for me to be in deep focus, I'm not picking up the phone. And you can even get as dramatic as putting a out of office on your email if you know you're gonna have, I don't know, a weekend where you're writing a deep essay or something that you really need to get done, and you know that like that's your main priority, main focus, nothing else can get in the way. You can also turn on your email notifications to tell people when they email you it's gonna bounce back and they have to wait until in a few days when you're free again. My friends and family get so annoyed. They're like, why is your phone always on D&D, always on do not disturb? Because I don't want to be disturbed. And I also block out my Google Calendar. And you're not gonna love this one. You are not going to love this one. But I go to bed on time. Okay, if I know that I have a long study day ahead of me the next day, I'm gonna sleep on time. Why? Because there's nothing, you cannot get through a 12-hour like intensive study day if you're sleepy, tired, not able to take in the information. So getting yourself to bed around like 10 p.m. 10:30 p.m. latest is really necessary. And how do I do that? I know that a lot of people probably struggle with like getting themselves to bed. A really top trick that I found is I charge my phone away from my bed, right? So my alarm is still on, I still know that my phone is in the room, but like it's charging away from me. And then I stick an audiobook on, random ones. This is what I do, right? I find random books that I have no interest in, and I will keep replaying the like same chapter 1 because it just makes me doze off. Think about it. Like, I dare you to like go on your Speechify, if you have Speechify, download a scientific paper on something you have no interest in, press play and put the bedtime mode on. I think they have bedtime mode on there, where after 10 minutes it will stop reading and like stop it itself. Tell me you don't fall asleep. Okay, now we're on the morning of the event, the 12-hour study day. I wake up quite early, so I'm like at 6:30, 6 a.m. I'm up, I'm thriving, up and up. The first like hour of that morning, like I'll go out, do my walk, get some fresh air, I get back, I shower, I get dressed, I dress for success. Because the moment that you're just like in your pajamas in your bed, it's not going to be helpful. So when you dress up a little bit, like put on your favorite top, your favorite jeans, you're now in the I'm in work mode. Then what I will do is I will plan my day. I will strategically plan my day. I'll spend 20 minutes just dedicated in planning my day, and if you follow me long enough, you will see that every vlog, every study day on my Instagram, TikTok, anywhere starts with me making a to-do list. And it's ingrained in me now. Like, if I don't have a plan of action, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll write down what modules, what chapters, what things I'm trying to accomplish that day, so that I know what a successful day in that thing looks like. Otherwise, you're just gonna like get yourself ready, block out 12 hours, go to like study and then you don't even know what you're doing, and that's like a waste of our time. So plan. Then have a lovely gorgeous breakfast. I love a breakfast sandwich with a nice drink on the side, something that will genuinely leave you feeling satiated or feeling satisfied, so that when you're now going to study, you're not thinking about food, you're not thinking let me mess around, let me go and get. No, when you get into your study mode, you're ready to go because you already have your breakfast with you, and maybe pack some snacks in case you get hungry. And then at this point, we're around the 8:30, 8:45 mark. That's when I now leave the house. Okay, so for me, I personally like, if I'm doing like hectic focus study, I can't be here. Have you seen this little couch? This is my apartment. I sit here, I'm gonna fall asleep. I go in my room, I'm gonna fall asleep. At my desk, I can be productive, but I typically leave my desk for like light admin work, but not like hefty study stuff, because I just can't focus in there. So now during your study session, obviously I don't know what you're studying, so I can't give you like specifics, but for me, I turn on my Forest app. There's a tree. You're growing a tree, and if you touch your phone or like end the study session before the time you're supposed to, the tree dies. So you kind of set yourself a timer, and then you basically start growing your tree. So the object of it is don't touch your phone. That's basically it, because I know the phone is the most distracting thing. You know that you can't touch it because there's a reason, and there's a tree that you're growing. So while you're studying, you're growing a tree. It's a fake tree, but it's like motivational enough for me to like not touch my phone. Make sure that you choose a place to study that is effective. Like I study the best in the library, in a coffee shop, in the outside like study space. Like choose the space that you feel most productive. And for me, when I put my headphones in, I block out the outside world, my laptop is up, but seeing other students in the cafe studying motivates me. Whereas if I was on my own at home, couldn't do it. And something that's really important is that you don't want to interrupt yourself and your brain when you're in that like study zone, focus zone, the flow state. You don't want to interrupt that. And by you taking the phone call, scrolling on the Instagram, your brain could be on the verge of like making a breakthrough with your studying, and then the social media kind of like takes over and breaks that state, and you have to kind of work your way back up in those stops, which is why we're calling this a 12 hours no study break. I say no study break because when I take my like pause, I don't stop studying. So if I'm taking a pause from like reading the physical book, I'm gonna take a walk to go like keep myself awake and up, but I'm gonna put the audiobook in. Do you see what I mean? If I'm gonna be like, man, I'm tired of just typing this essay out, I'm gonna take a pause and do flashcards. I might take a pause and like say to my mate who's sitting next to me who's also studying, let's just go for a walk around the library outside and like review what we've just been studying, right? But I'm not gonna call my sister who's gonna like, she doesn't know anything about my degree. There's nothing productive about me calling my sister in my study zone. And so that's why, in my opinion, I don't take study breaks. It's more study pivots. So I'm not gonna spend 12 hours at a laptop just like this. No, my 12 hours might look like an hour on the laptop, bam, 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 stopping, going in to now make notes on what I've just done on my flashcards for later on when I'm revising, done. Then I might be like, okay, let's go back, bam, 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 30 minutes, done. Then yes, I might go to the toilet, obviously, like toilet break. So I'm gonna go to the toilet, come back from the toilet, I feel a little bit refreshed, I'm gonna go again, bam, 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 bam. I might say to my friend, hey, can we take a little 10-minute lap around the library for real quick and like just review what we've spoken about? Great. The next coffee shop, while I'm walking, I'm listening to an audiobook, or I'm talking to myself about what I've just been writing. But what I'm not doing is scrolling through social media for an hour. Only when I'm in my focus zone. On regular study days, I might do that. But on these days when I'm trying to do like 12 hours or like 10 hours of intensive work, the rules get a little bit more strict. But yeah, I guess the essence of what I'm trying to say, and what a lot of people in the study space are trying to say, is it is very possible to have 12, 13-hour work days for your studies. Like whatever you need to do it, because your education is like the most important thing that you can invest in, that no one can ever take away from you. And I think that the more you know, the better you can like do and be in this life, in this world, in terms of like how you treat people, how you respect people, respect cultures, understanding the world and your place in it. So I think that if you can sacrifice a day or every 3 days a week of just being in focus, uninterrupted, non-negotiable study time where everyone in your life is respectful of that, then you should definitely do it. That's just my little 2 pence on how I'm personally able to study for 12 hours with no breaks. I love it. I'll do it again. I'm actually going to do one tomorrow, and that means I'm going to put myself on do not disturb. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Good luck with your exams. If you have any exams coming up, comment it down below. I love saying good luck to everybody, so please comment down below and I'll meet you in the comment section. I love you so much and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.